rubbery piece of meat just won't cut it.
Right.
We're having a lot of success there. And then just steak sandwiches or trying to reproduce the shape of a chicken breast.
Now, going back to that, it looks pretty, I mean, it's really good. I mean, normally you see a lot of places that have some type of process or binding agent that's folded into the protein. You can tell, you can see the different pieces and stuff. But this chick's really great. Let me ask you another question. Does it have to be a certain grind? Does it have to be super fine? Does it have to be?
No. You can
Coarse or any size?
It can be a ½ inch grind. It can be hand cut. It can be fist size.
And it still would come out with the same.
Yep.
Okay.
So Chef, this product could be mixed, and then it could be put into like a tube.
Right.
And then once it's set, then that can be sliced. It can be any shape. This could be bound into a shape that looks like a chicken breast, pointed at one end. It could be the shape of a dinosaur, whatever you want.
What about adding like a vegetable to this as well too? Does that detract from it because it's got water in the vegetable, whether it's carrot or shallots or garlic or onions?
You can add vegetables to that. As a matter of fact, we've even, since this is a meat show, we're definitely showing chicken, but we combine vegetables back together also.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
How about in terms of the cooking process? Is there, I mean, does the product hold up, whether it's being wet cooked or dry cooked or sauteed, grilled? I mean, are there any things you have to work around there?
Cooks just like whole muscle. Just like whole muscle. Yes,
But
sir.
when you thaw it and then unthaw it, does that make a difference in the product?
Actually helps the product, because one of the things that's well known about alginate is it's freeze-thaw stable. So you can take an alginate gel, put it in the freezer and bring it out, put it in the freezer and bring it out, and it's pretty much temperature independent and freeze-thaw stable. So it helps quite a bit.
But it has to set for 8 hours, you said?
It does have to sit for 8 hours to a gel. And you can't move it in that 8 hours. If you move it, you'll break the gel, and then it won't reset. So it has to be, and we give the processor 1 hour from the time. It's a one addition product, so everything's in one bag, and it's a whole system within that bag, and you dump it in, and you have 1 hour of processing, and then you have to have it in the shape, whether it's in a box or on a tray or whatever.
So add your, take your protein, your chicken, add your additives, your seasonings to your flavor, and this additive would be the last thing to put in, and fold it with the water, and then let it set.
Yep.
How about in terms of processing, adding additional flavors? I mean, marination and all those kinds of things. Does it hold up to that as well?
It does. And there's a trilogy that we have to use this product. One of those trilogies is that 1 hour of processing time that I just mentioned. The other is I can only withstand about 0.5% of salt in my formulation. Now a lot of people are going, well, that's not very much. But if it goes over 0.5%, it has to be encapsulated. So we generally ask people to use encapsulated salt if they're going to salt the product. So, and then the other thing is no phosphate. I absolutely can't stand phosphate in the formula. So those three things, then it'll work.
Good question.
So this would fit really well though if you want a low sodium product, and because normally that costs you bind if we're doing protein extracted products. So this would actually fit really well into that type of category.
It absolutely would, yes.
So other applications, you could do a sausage with this too as well.
We could.
Yeah, something you're going to put in a casing, that could be